rain had already washed half the city's colors into gray streaks by the time the police arrived at the National Research Facility on a quiet October evening in 1965. Dr. Harold Vance, senior physicist and government consultant, lay motionless on the cold laboratory floor, his glasses cracked, his pulse quiet. The official report arrived within hours. Suicide. Case closed. But Officer Emily Carter didn't buy it. Harold Vance was one of the country's sharpest minds in nuclear detection technology, an asset too valuable to simply give up on. His hands were bruised as if he had fought back, and on the table near his body sat his small, worn leather notebook. The pages were filled with equations, coded initials, and hurried sketches of circuitry. But the final page was different. One sentence, scribbled so urgently the pen nearly cut the paper. "They are inside." Emily tried to submit the notebook as evidence, but within an hour, government officials swept in, ordered all documents sealed, and instructed her to let it go for the sake of national security. That phrase usually ended investigations, but not for her. The next night she returned to the lab's restricted wing, using the janitor's entry time as cover. The building hummed with the low buzz of machines left running overnight. Harold's desk, normally organized, was a mess of scattered notes, as if someone had rummaged through it before the police even arrived. Inside the locked bottom drawer, Emily found something the early investigators had missed: a half-burned letter addressed to Harold. Only a few lines were readable. "Your invention is nearly complete. Once the Soviets acquire the design, the balance will tip. Your silence is necessary." She froze. This wasn't suicide. It was espionage. The next clue was even more chilling. Tucked between two books, she found a small strip of film, Harold standing beside a man in a dark coat, exchanging a folder at a train station. The man's face wasn't visible, but his ring was. A gold band engraved with a compass rose. Only one federal agency issued such rings to its senior operatives: the State Intelligence Bureau, meaning the enemy could be someone inside their own walls. When Emily returned to the station, she found her superior waiting for her, Captain Reeves, calm, expressionless. "You've been busy," he said. "You've seen things you shouldn't have." She stiffened. "Sir, Dr. Vance was murdered. Someone in our own intelligence chain." Reeves raised a hand. "Stop. Whatever Vance was working on, someone important didn't want him talking. You start pushing this, and you'll disappear just like him." That night, as she walked home, she felt eyes on her. A black car followed at a careful distance. The government wasn't just warning her, they were watching her. But she wasn't alone. A young technician from the lab, William Hayes, secretly contacted her. Harold had trusted him and shared encrypted research files days before his death. William revealed the project, a prototype detection device capable of exposing hidden Soviet transmitters within American cities. If completed, it would have revealed every double agent operating on US soil, and someone inside the government didn't want that. Emily and William decrypted Harold's final notes. A name appeared repeatedly in the margins, always in code, always circled, R7. After cross-checking employee logs, William's face turned pale. R7 was Captain Reeves's clearance code. Before they could act, Reeves and two armed agents cornered them in the lab. Reeves spoke calmly, almost politely. "Vance was going to expose an operation we've carefully maintained for years. Alliances shift, Officer Carter. Sometimes you protect the country by hiding the truth." Emily stalled long enough to trigger the lab's emergency alarm. Security stormed in, forcing Reeves to flee. His escape exposed everything. News reporters dug into sealed files, Congress opened hearings, and the agency announced an internal betrayal investigation. But Reeves was never found. Harold Vance's device was completed months later under strict protection. Emily received no credit, but she kept Harold's notebook, the last reminder of a scientist who refused to stay silent. And every time she opened it, One phrase echoed louder than any official report. "They are inside."